Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another roasting video. It has been a fat minute. It's been years actually since I did a roasting video. I honestly can't remember the last roasting video that I did, but yeah, I had stopped. I retired. I did like a little quiet retirement from roasting, but nah, after today, this is one of those roast videos where I am going to keep the gloves on. I ain't gonna say, too many bad things, but I am going to say some things. It just needs to be one of those things where it's like a lesson needs to be taught here. When a person just wants to be left alone, like they ain't did nothing to you, ain't said nothing to you, I'm just minding my own business playing Mario Kart, leave that individual alone. It's like it should have been determined even at the beginning of the conversation of how I had approached it. And you guys can go back and watch the video. I didn't say nothing crazy. I didn't do anything crazy. I was sitting there playing Mario Kart World, minding my own business. All of a sudden, RuPaul's stunt double decides to come through my stream and start talking crazy to me. And I'm like, fam, what did I do to you? I'm playing Mario Kart World. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, like black men, we ain't safe. I'm like, I don't know, like maybe I reminded her of a boyfriend or something, and then, but I'm like, hey, look, that's between you two. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just a Mario Kart player, all right. But anyways, but no, yeah. So I'm playing Mario Kart World. There's this. Oh, I feel like it's for those that might not have played it yet. I need to just give you guys a little bit of context on how we led to this point of where she's getting upset with me because yeah, if everybody knows, like Mario Kart, that's how the game originated. It originated with you playing the game by yourself. Yeah, I guess if you had extra controllers, that's how you played multiplayer. That's how you played against other people. But and I think I had looked that up where it was a multiplayer that hadn't came out until Mario Kart until like 2005 for the Nintendo DS. So anyways, but I'm playing this mode in Mario Kart World called Knockout Mode, where pretty much it's like an elimination mode. Like if you are familiar with racing games and you're familiar with like elimination races, where it's like after you guys cross like the finish line or a checkpoint, like a certain amount of players get eliminated, or either the player that's in last get eliminated. Either way, they that's pretty much what Knockout Mode is. They have it where it's like after went through a certain amount of checkpoints, players start getting eliminated. So I'm playing that mode because they have like the cup mode, of course, then they have knockout mode, then they got multiplayer, then they got it where you could just do like the like just drive around in the open world. Weird they ain't got like no missions that you can do. But yeah, overall that's the key thing. I haven't played multiplayer yet. I am going to play that at some point in time, but or the online multiplayer, but I have played it Mario Kart with my family and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, overall though, like that's all the modes. I was so they have it in the cup mode and like the gold cup or whatever it's called, but they have that cup mode and knockout mode where you gotta get these trophies after you complete like all the different races and stuff. So it doesn't have a story, but it's pretty much like traditional Mario Kart. They just have it where you get like these trophies after you complete it and stuff. So I had this one last race to do in knockout mode, and after that I pretty much like completed the game in a way. But yeah, because the game is short. You would have thought like with open world, like that would have had like a bunch of different things that they could. It would leave you like to keep playing the game and stuff. So, but anyways, I feel like, and then even going back a little bit further, I bought this Nintendo Switch too. All right, Mario Kart World. I mean, I might have not bought that, but I guess like the Switch was a little bit more since I did get Mario Kart World with it. So regardless, at the end of the day, I still bought this Switch too and Mario Kart World. All right, now getting back to today's events. So, anyways, I'm playing the game. All of a sudden, this gremlin joins the stream talking about, oh, you're playing against the CPUs. That's how the mode is played. I'm like, unless yeah, you're playing in multiplayer. Then I'm like, I haven't played multiplayer yet, so I don't know what multiplayer looks like. It may have knockout mode, it may not have knockout mode. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this so I can get these trophies. So I'm like, what's wrong with me playing knockout mode or against the CPUs and stuff? Then she was all like, oh, it's just only you playing the game. Again, how is that a problem? That's when I'm trying to figure out, Resfuchsia. What's the issue with me playing a game that you didn't put no money towards? You didn't buy this console for me, so I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what did I like? What was Wesley Snipes' character's name in Tu Wong Fu? I'm like, cause it's one of those. Hold on for a second. I need to Noxzema Jackson. I'm like, yeah, Noxzema Jackson. I'm like, how does me playing knockout mode where you're not even involved? how does that affect you? That's what I would like to know. So anyways, I'm questioning her on it and stuff. That she was all like, "Oh, shut your, you're like, or like, no, how did she word it again? Hold on for a second. I feel like I gotta go back." So then she was all like, "Oh, I ain't gonna say the word because kids could be listening and stuff." But she called me a female dog. Let's just say that. And that's when it hit me. I'm like, nope. I gotta talk about this. I gotta say some things. And I ain't gonna call her out her name, but you best believe I am going to call her some names and stuff. But anyways, yeah, but I'm like, I just kept asking her, like, how is that a problem? Like, what does that overall have to do with you and things? So then she just left, and I'm like, that's weird. And then so when you go to her Twitch bio, hold on for a second, let me go to her Twitch profile, but read her about section. Then that's something where I'm like seeing where she goes on to say 90% of y'all are boring, so I'm here to give the entertainment they don't. And I'm thinking to myself, ma'am, what entertainment? Hold on for a second. Your last stream was of you doing a 24-hour stream of you watching the TV show. What my thing is this, I feel like that this might be a little bit hypocritical, with all the different reaction videos that I have. What are you adding based off of the conversation that I had with you? You don't add no form of entertainment, so why are you even in the streaming sphere in the first place? Who's gonna sit down and watch a 24-hour stream of your face in the corner, probably talking, "Oh man, I wish I could have seen the video," but yeah, she ain't got no videos or no clips. So I'm like, ma'am, you must not add that much entertainment if you got to, because for those that don't know how Twitch works, you have to, it's either a thing in the settings or you take the videos and the clips down yourself. But I think it might be something in the settings where you just don't have like no clips or VODs can be recorded and stuff. So I'm like, ma'am, you must not have all that entertainment. So then I seen that she posted on TikTok. Then that's when it hit me. I'm like, that's what it is. She needs other people to, I guess, add to her entertainment. But I'm like, ma'am, you by yourself, what can you overall provide? I'm like, man, if you don't get your unemployed self up out my chat, like it's one of those things where it really trips me out when people go to a person's stream, they start talking crazy, you ain't did nothing to them. I'm minding my own business. All right, mind you, I'm in this stream that she was not. This was the first interaction I ever had with this girl. So I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like we might have went to the same school together and I cut her in line, but I'm like in the lunch line. So I don't know. All right, but I'm like, that's the thing. Other jokes aside, I don't know this girl. She just came to my stream talking crazy, and I'm like, how does this? I'm really trying to piece it together because it's not adding up. Like stuff ain't adding up properly. But yeah, I'm like, man, it's crazy things like that where I'm like, people need to understand that it's like it's just best to be left alone. I just want to be left alone. I don't know why is that so hard, but yeah, man, she's one of those individuals where I guess if you do see her in your stream, maybe that's just something that she does. She just go into people's stream, start up stuff, maybe waiting for them to make a video like this or something. I don't know, but I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm all like, ma'am, like, dang, why is her eyebrows like that? There's like a lot of like eyebrow space. I'm like, yeah, let's see you get mad, because I'm like, them eyebrows, I feel like they don't move. Like I'm looking, I'm like, dang, man, it's just, she got like a lot of like just space up there and stuff. Dang, I just realized if you get rid of her eyebrows, her forehead is swollen. Dang, she got like one of those like foreheads where it's like the person, it's just like they used to be 600 pounds, but they lost weight. Like it's just, man, it's out there. Like one headbutt from her and you going to a Tupac concert. Like it's just, dang. Like she got some stuff going on. I'm like, lady, worry about yourself. I'm like, don't worry about me. Don't worry about how I'm playing Mario Kart. You didn't buy the Switch 2. You didn't buy Mario Kart. I bought that. I'm playing it however I want it. The entitlement, it is insane, bro. Coming to my stream trying to like I guess force me to play online. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, if I do, it's not gonna be with you. I'm playing it online with people that can have like a normal intellectual conversation. I feel like an intellectual conversation with her is who is the best cast member of Bad Girls Club. That's why I'm like, yeah, I ain't having no conversation with you. Be gone. Get out of here with that. But anyways, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, and it's just a little bit of advice I wanted to pass out where it's like, like if you see a person playing a game, regardless of whether it's Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube, however they're playing that game, whether they want to play it on the easiest mode or play it on the hardest mode or play it against NPCs or online. Because what's crazy is that you could be that person that strictly play a game online, and then you'll have that person that be all like, oh, why don't you play single player? Why don't you play campaign? It's not that hard. It's easier. And I'm like, fam, however I play a game doesn't concern you. Go somewhere about that. I'm like, my thing is this. What trips me out is that if she does have Mario Kart World, you very well could play online yourself. You could have been streaming and playing it online yourself, but instead you're in my stream telling me, please get out of here with that. And I'm like, I'm trying to think of some more different names to call her, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna mess around. I'm gonna end this video before I mess around and say something. And next thing you know, I'm doing another video like, hey guys, I just wanted to apologize for that roasted video. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.